Oh, it's another great day. Yesterday when I was out here, it was wonderful, and now it's even more wonderful. And actually, there's what you got to see is you can see behind me hucksters selling water and lemonade and stuff like that to all the tourists. That's all. They go buy it somewhere for, I guess, 50 cents, and they sell it for $2 or whatever. That's how you make money. That's what business is all about. Finding somebody who needs something and getting it for them and sell it. Yeah. And actually, what's happened now? There's a new book out about the gig economy, and that's what the gig economy is all about now. And what this book is saying is that it's and I've seen this data a lot. A third of everybody who works is making money in this so-called gig economy, and that's like Uber and TaskRabbit and Airbnb and all this. And there's hundreds and hundreds, even thousands, places like that where you could make money online extra, and it's just all extra. I mean, it's not big money. I mean, at even part-time, people are making 350 to 950, so that's easy money that people need the extra to get by, and that's what's important about this, is that we all need extra money. And instead of trying to find a grant, or you didn't find a grant, he said the big takeaway from the research this reporter's done, 85% of the side gig workers make $500 a month, or less than $500 a month. Oh, $500 a month extra, man, that's $6,000 a year. That's a nice bonus if you're hurting. It may take you more work to get a government grant, and here you do real work. And actually, it's a way too, if you're starting a business or anything like that, to keep money coming in. You're hurting for just 1 month. You could just work for a couple weeks and make a couple $100, and then you're out of debt. You're home free for a while. And let's see, what else? There's some number, the jobs can make a difference in your financial picture, but just don't overestimate how much you can earn in the gig economy. And that's it, you got to try. And actually, what's neat about the gig economy, you try one, you don't like it, you go try another one. You could take a free course on the gig economy, something called San Francisco Business Portal. If you go to San Francisco Business Portal, now this is the city government has a website there. I think it's a .org, but it's San Francisco Business Portal. And you put freelancer, and if you go there, it has all kinds of great information about how to work in the gig economy. So if you're afraid to but actually, I think you just go try it. You sign up somewhere and try it. And like if you go to Gig, and then Indeed, which is a job search website, INDEED.com. So that's gig.com. No, gig. And then Indeed, INDEED. And you'll see, for wherever you live, there's dozens and dozens of places for you to make extra money, okay? And you don't have to take a course, you don't have to figure out, just sign up and do goddamn things. Don't study your ass off for something you don't know. Go and do it, because it costs nothing. And that's the important thing. This will cost you nothing. You're going to go on the internet and try to make money out of a business and give somebody a couple $100, couple $1,000, or $20,000 or whatever to make money. And you'll be lucky if you make money. And you'll be so fortunate if you can make $500 the first month. I mean, that's impossible almost with anybody starting a business. Not that it doesn't happen, but it's not. I mean, it takes me, and I've started so many businesses. I mean, it could take me 3 years to make a profit. I mean, that's why you can't spend money to make money if you don't have it. If you have money, fine. If you don't have money, don't spend money to make money, because all you're getting is hooked up with people who know what to say to get your money. And so they get your money thinking that, and you're thinking you're going to make a lot of money and get that back plus some. And 99 times out of 100, you're not, because they're too good. They're too good at getting your money, better than you are, than even when you learn their system to get money. So, that's why the gig economy is a great option. If you need money in a hurry, This is it. Just start signing up, and you can do it from home. There's no boss. Doesn't matter how much you work or how little or much or whatever. And so you try. You try one, doesn't work. You try another, doesn't work or whatever. I mean, there's just too many options. It's sort of like dating, you know. and you don't want to get married, right? And that's what a job does, a normal job. And this is great to have, because if you're still interviewing for a job, you just don't take any gig jobs for today or this afternoon or whatever. You want to go play golf, you just don't do any gig jobs, and you don't lose a job. Whatever. It takes hustle like anything else, like going out and find a job. Yep, it takes hustle. So you want to find flexibility. You want to get, income fast. And this is, again, you're not going to make gazillion dollars in 60 days, but even those people promise you will, you're not going to do it with them either. Yeah. So what you have to do is something secure. You want to get some money right away and start paying bills. And this is a great thing for that. Or you're going to school, you need extra money, to get out of debt, or to go out on Saturday night, whatever the heck you need it for. Now, the gig economy, I think, is terrific. It may be forever. I mean, people work in the gig economy for years and years. I mean, Uber drivers used to make almost $100,000 a year doing that. I don't think they make that kind of money now, but 50, 60, 70 grand is not unheard of. And another thing too, you could use the gig economy, like I was helping a friend of mine who wanted to do like accounting for seniors. Okay, so in other words, to do a service for seniors, and she wants, well, I can help them with their accounting. You don't have to be an accountant, you just have to know how to pay bills, right? Because that's why seniors need all kind of services like that, because all us old farts, can't do a lot of stuff anymore. So she wanted to do it. Now, see, what you could do is start a business by signing up on TaskRabbit. That's one of these gig economy things. And you sign up as accountant for a seniors, or a bill payer, or a senior bill payer, and that's your expertise. You want to do something. So, and there's probably a dozen websites you could sign up. And see, what's neat about that is that people are going to websites like that looking for people to help them. So instead of you trying to find people, which is the hard part of any business, is getting a customer. So you sign up for one of these gig economies like TaskRabbit, or we put our apartment on Airbnb. Man, we give them some of the money, that's fine, but they're giving us the customers. They're making sure we get paid, and that's the same way with all these other things. So starting your little service business, you want to clean basements and make money or whatever. That's people have done. So you put yourself on one of these things, and you're in business. It costs you nothing. You don't have to worry about getting paid, because these platforms make sure that they get the credit card ahead of time. Everybody knows what's going to cost. You go do the work, and you already got the money. Yep. And you just start learning. The only way you're going to learn anything is by doing things. You don't learn things. All you learn by studying something is the jargon. You learn what people call things. And you don't have to worry about jargon. You just be stupid. I don't know what you mean by that. And then you don't have to study. Most people are afraid to say, I don't know what the hell you mean. And so they think they have to study their ass off. And that's a waste of time. You just say, I don't know what that means, but I want to do it. What do I got to do? Yeah. And that's the magic. Everybody thinks there's some magic in life. There's no magic. There's just, you got to get off your ass and just start doing stuff. Start trying stuff. Yeah. Because nobody knows what really will work for you except you. It's sort of like nobody knows what's a perfect date for you except you. And you got to go out and date a whole bunch of people to even find that out. And then you get lucky. The same thing with jobs. Same thing with earning money or whatever. No difference. People try to make a science out of it, and the science is trying. And so you get out there and you just keep trying all this stuff, particularly money. Now, see, that's right, the gig economy, go gig, gig.indeed. Now, if you're a member of Let's Go Help, I got a big report, all kinds of cool sources on that, but you don't even need that. What you do is you can start by going to gig, G-I-G, and then Indeed, INDEED, diversifying.com, and you put in your address, and these are all the gigs that you could go locally. There's no magic to this. Everybody tries to pretend there's magic, and you have to pay them a lot of money, and all that is just them convincing you so they could get your money. You could learn anything. Look, all the idiots making a lot of money. So it's quite obvious. You don't need to be a mental giant to make money in this country. That's why every time I'd go, I tried babysitting. Yeah, okay, try that. If that doesn't work, then try, senior sitting or whatever. And if that doesn't work, maybe try tutoring online with kids in China or something, or anywhere. I mean, all this kind of stuff is now we're actually outsourcing our life. You throw kids parties. That's a business nowadays. Who would have thought throwing a kids party is a business? At least when I grew up in the 50s. That would have been the stupidest thing. But no, we're outsourcing everything. Running errands. We outsource that. Look, there's lots of money in going shopping for people. Right. Wow. And all that stuff is now, it's a whole, you have to learn what's going on, what's new. Try it. It may or may not be for you. The only way you know for sure is trying it. You don't know. I mean, you can't learn to swim in the classroom. So you get your ass in the water, give it a shot. Works, it doesn't work. And really something like this, that you just keep trying other things. Because after you apply one or two, that's sort of easy, because all the questions they're going to ask. It's easy, filling out the form, because that's what it is. But see, they eliminate the tax problem. They eliminate the getting paid problem. They eliminate, being abused problem, because these are big companies that have these platforms, and they can't afford to get sued. You go put an ad in the in the local newspaper or at the supermarket or whatever. Who knows what kind of wacko you're going to get? And so that's why if you go on one of these platforms, they're checking all that out for you. I mean, they take a piece. They may take 10%, 15% is probably real high. And also, see, if you're starting a business on, say, like that, being an accountant, being a bill payer for seniors, you come in once a month and do all their bills, okay? And if you were doing that and you just wanted to start that kind of business, you would have to do a website, right? You would have to be registered or something, because people, have your house, all these things that would probably cost you money. Somebody's going to have to design them. Here, you have no cost whatsoever. You sign up, and see, what's even better than if you sign up on a website like this, to me, that's better than your own website. Because people are more comfortable going to this big website and giving money on that website to somebody than they would be, Joe's website, that does this stuff. It's sort of like, I see it, if I were publishing books now or writing books, if, I could write it now and send it on ebook, and I do, but, if people didn't know me or whatever, were you going to buy from some person who dresses like a clown? It's just some weird website that sells a book? No, I could go and put my book on Amazon, okay? So now people are used to buying books on Amazon. Oh, then it must be okay. See, so I could be in the biggest shopping mall in the world for nothing. And that's what you can too. You have something to sell, you just put it on Amazon. So nobody's afraid to buy anything from Amazon. But Mr., wacko who has an XYZ website, who the hell knows what's, they're going to get something of value. But now they could always go back to, and so it's the same with TaskRabbit. You put on your business that, hey, I do this. So you're giving TaskRabbit, 10, 15% or whatever, but it solves all the problem. Also, it makes it easier for them to give you money. People are more comfortable giving money to TaskRabbit than they are you and just your own private website or whatever the heck you be doing, So that's why it's just easier to start a business that way or whatever. And then, you build enough clients or whatever, then you don't need these people. You don't have to give them 15% once you figured it out. But in the beginning, it'd be good to. It's a great way to start with no money, no problems, and then you have credibility. That's what's neat. And you get all that for nothing, just by living in America. Isn't America great? I mean, see, that's what I mean about people think, oh, I need $50,000 to start a business. I need $100,000. I need $10,000. No, you don't. If you're doing a service for somebody, you put it on these platforms, you're in business, and it costs you nothing. You fill out a form, and now you have to hustle to find customers. That's what you have to do. If somebody give you $50,000 to start your business, then you really have to hustle to find customers. So, and customers are coming to these platforms. I mean, like, boy, Airbnb made a lot of money just by putting what I had for sale there. And they did all the work. I got all the money. Well, they're a gazillion-dollar company. They're not. They're not hurting. They're not suffering because I took too much money. I'm sure of that. So that's why anyway, now to me the gig economy is a great way for you to make extra money, or even full time, and it's a way to start. You start, you have a job you hate. Well, you say, hey, let me try some of these gig economy jobs, see if I can make something there to at least build up a base so I could jump ship one day and start something else I really wanted to do. But see, another thing with the gig economy, it's so flexible. You don't have to work every day. You just work. I get up this morning, want to work? I don't want to work. Yeah, that's it. I work enough today. Oh, it's a nice, beautiful day. I think I'll go play golf. Screw it. Nobody cares. You're your own boss. Yeah, that's what's so neat. And I think this is why most of us are sick in this country. We're working in an organization that makes us be something we don't want to be. You have to be professional. Man, professional is not human. And so if you're trying to be professional, you're taking away from your humanity. And if you do that all day, 10 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, man, you're whittling away at your soul, in my mind. But that's a personal thing. And I'm sure every job isn't that way, but it seems, how many people really love what they're doing? I mean, that's a real waste, because they're not giving us the best in society. If you don't like what you're doing in life, you're not giving the rest of us the best you have. I love something, I found something I love to do. I can't wait to get up tomorrow and do it. And do it more. And look, I'm even doing it while I'm exercising. And there's nothing more important I can think to do. And because I get good feedback. And how are you going to get feedback? Only if you're good at something. So how are you going to get good at something? You have to like to do it. If you don't really like to do it, other people can do it better, because you're some idiot who loves being a tight-ass banker. Yeah, that's what they wanted to grow up to be. And so they'll do anything to do that. If you're doing it just to be professional or the bills, well, you're obviously not feeding your soul much. And that's why to get there, this is a step. Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. Oh, right. Well, about time somebody said something. No, I feel that's the important part. See, I mean, I dress like an idiot. People treat me nice. Man, it's amazing. Everybody sees me, they smile. I don't get that at home anymore. And that's because wearing this all comes from inside. It's not, everybody thinks it was a marketing plan, Harvard Business School. I went up to give a speech on branding, because they think that this is a big branding thing I did. And it's just me inside. The more I bring my insides out, if you like my insides, then you don't like me. If you think I'm an asshole, fine, we're saving each other lots of time. Because this is really me. Sorry. And if I dress like, yeah, a hotshot banker or something, that's not me. But that's what we're forced to do sometimes. And then, of course, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your responsibilities. That's the first thing. So that's another thing with the gig economy to do. It's a way to keep up your responsibilities as you're changing careers, changing whatever, or just starting over again. Because I think a lot of us now are going to be starting over again. And this is a way to pay the bills as you're doing it. And remember, the first thing you do probably won't work. The second one you do, you have to find and go through it. One of these gig jobs, you just try it. Hey, it works for me. If it doesn't, and if it doesn't, you go on to another one. Out of my 50 years of working, I only had 2 jobs I liked doing. Well, it depends. I think most of us live that one, unfortunately. That's why I feel so spoiled living like I do. And also, see, if you find something you love to do and be able to build that. Like me, I'm 78 years old. I'm going to do this probably at least another 10 years, maybe 15 or more. I mean, why retire? This is too much fun. And it's helping people. I mean, what could be better than that? So, thanks for putting up with me. Oh, I'm going to have a free, keep an eye out, because I'm going to have I'm going to give away 10 $1,000 checks. Grant. I'm starting a grant for members of Let's Go Help. And there'll be 10 checks for $1,000 a piece we're giving out to stories about how $1,000 will help you. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. Be coming soon.